Hey guys, welcome back to Toys Just Treasures. I'm your brother.
And I'm the daddy.
And we're going to see what's inside the chest today.
Let's take a look.
Yep, that's right, it's my DC Superheroes Imaginext.
Made by Fisher-Price. Let's check them out. What's first?
Our first one is Aquaman from the new movie Aquaman. And he's riding on his seahorse that you see in the movie. And when you press this red button, this is what it can do. It can say yes. Wait, let me take this off. It can say yes.
That's cool. Very
Sticky
cool.
like the movie Aquaman, yes.
Can I see him? Yeah, so this seahorse is super cool. Like little brother said, he's got the button. They did some really nice sculpting on this guy, and he's a great ride-on for Aquaman over here.
And some other characters.
Yeah, and Aquaman looks a lot like Jason Momoa in the movie. His hair is a little bit darker, or lighter, I mean. And he comes with his trident, the scales on his chest, and yeah, beautiful figure. Okay, who do we have next?
This one, I actually forgot the name, but only one thing that I know is he's from the Flash.
Right, he's from the Flash TV show. His name is Vibe. And Vibe, you know, it's really hard to describe what his powers are exactly. In fact, if you guys know, why don't you comment down below and let us know, what are Vibe's powers? But what's really cool about Vibe is that he has this piece that comes off. You can see this is what it looks like underneath. He has a chest piece, and it looks like some sort of harness on him. But that's Vibe.
I like this one is Flash and the Hamster Wheel.
Flash and the Hamster Wheel, that's what we call it. But show us, little brother, how does it work?
1, 2, 3, zoom.
Whoa, that's super cool. And as you can see, the Flash is in here. You can take him out. Let's see. You take Flash out, and there he is. And his costume is different than the original Flash that they made for Imaginext. He has a lot of lines and texture on his mask. He has, looks like an arrow on his back actually. And these boots are really cool because they're see-through, translucent boots. I really like this guy a lot. He's pretty great. Who's next?
Wet Tornado. I mean, Firestorm.
Firestorm, that's right. Firestorm is one of my favorite characters from when I was a kid. And Firestorm, he comes with this weapon. I'm not quite sure exactly what it does.
So if you know what it is, comment down below.
Yeah, let us know. It looks almost like a key.
It looks like a saw key. I think it's a blaster because of the tip.
Yeah,
right here.
It's really interesting. But anyway, Firestorm has translucent hair, which is actually fire. It's not hair at all. But I love this guy. He premiered for me when I was a kid in the Superpowers cartoon. And one day I'll show you guys my whole Superpowers collection. I think you'll really like it. Anyway, Firestorm, one of my favorites. Who's next?
Next one is Batman that came with Swamp Thing.
Batman with Swamp Thing. So Batman looks like he's actually in some kind of a safari gear, right? Like he belongs in the swamp, and he's wearing this backpack. The backpack comes off, and then underneath is regular Batman with his muscle show. Look at those muscles on his arms. What do you think, Swamp Thing? Is Batman muscly?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's got some boots on. He's a pretty cool figure. Now, tell us about Swamp Thing, little brother.
Swamp Thing is actually one of the bigger characters. He's bigger than a few characters.
Yeah, he's actually pretty tall.
Put Batman in front.
Yeah, and Swamp Thing is great. I was really excited when I found out they were making him. I showed little brother. Little brother was excited too. Swamp Thing has really great sculpting. None of his parts are from other figures. Sometimes they reuse parts, but not this guy. This guy is pretty amazing. I was really impressed when I saw him. Really like what they did with him. And he's tall, and he's swampy, and cool. Who's next, little bro?
Our next one is Martian Manhunter.
And this is a regular Martian Manhunter. In the last video, we showed you the see-through Martian Manhunter, but this is the traditional one, but he looks like most of the time. And his thing comes off, and you can see his Martian-y chest. And yeah, pretty cool, this guy.
Actually, he kind of looks like a Martian.
Yeah, because he is. I am a Martian. Who's next?
one is Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle. And this is the second Blue Beetle. It's the one that inside is a boy named Jaime Reyes, if I remember correctly. And Blue Beetle is really cool. He's actually been in the Young Justice cartoon. And the Young Justice cartoon has new episodes on the DC Universe channel. You should check those out. But this actually comes off. I guess this is his scarab. And it comes off of his back, which is cool because that's a big part of his character. Can he ever get that scarab off his back? I don't know. But there he is, Blue Beetle. Don't mess with him.
The next one is another Flash, and he kind of looks a little bit different than the other one.
He does look a little bit different. He has a much darker outfit, and also, if you look at the sculpting on him, he actually has a more sculpted face. This was one of the original Imaginext superhero characters when they sculpted the face before they started putting the art right onto the face itself. But I really like this guy. He actually looks a lot like the Flash from the old TV show in the 90s when I was a kid, played by John Wesley Shipp. I like this guy. Who's next, little brother?
The next one is Krypto, Superman's dog.
Superman's dog. And this guy came with the first Superman figure. He's really great. He has a little cape. He has his little S as a dog tag. He doesn't have any points of articulation. I don't think his... Oh, look at that. His head does move. Who knew? So
I
moves.
actually didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. But otherwise, his arms, none of his legs move. But he's great. And he looks really good next to Superman. Okay, who's next?
Our next one is a Ninja Batgirl. I don't know if it's Batgirl. I don't know who it is.
I don't know who it is either. This is a very important question. If you guys know, please comment down below who this is. This is... Yeah, it sort of looks like Batgirl. Maybe it's Talia al Ghul. I'm not sure.
She came with this Batman.
She came with that Batman. Maybe she's some sort of Bat Ninja warrior. I'm not sure.
It's a ninja set.
Yeah, it is a ninja set. And she's interesting because not only does she have a cape, but she also has these like little ribbons on her. But she's really cool. Batman, why are you looking behind me? Let me have my time. Anyway, I like this one, but she let us know her name. And as little brother said, this is the Batman that came with her. He's sort of a ninja Batman, and he has swords and a cape, and he has a really cool bat on his forehead, which is sort of like where his brow should be. And his arm gauntlets. I like this guy. Batman's costume is very adaptable. They're able to do all sorts of fun things with Batman's costume, and this is no exception. Pretty cool. Who's next?
Next one is Superman with chains that are made out of kryptonite.
That's right.
And I have a question. Why is half of Superman's hair white?
Well, that is a good question. This is Superman from a comic book. I don't know if you noticed, but his S is different. From a comic book called Kingdom Come, which is a comic that I read many years ago, where Superman is older. Now that comes off, so there's his kryptonite piece. The kryptonite piece totally comes off.
And for Superman's S, it doesn't really look like an S. It just looks like a line in the middle.
Oh, yeah, it does. Well, as he says in the Man of Steel movie, it's not an S, it's a symbol.
Our next one is a blue black Batman. I've never seen this Batman.
Yeah, blue Batman. So this is what Batman used to always look like. And in fact, this was, I believe, the first Batman that Imaginext ever made. And you can tell by his sculpted face that all his features are sculpted. But he's sort of wearing the outfit that Batman used to wear, or, you know, still wears in the comic books, but probably more common in his Super Friends days or in the Adam West live-action series.
Our next one is Red Robin. And when you close these here, these two red buttons.
Whoa, that is cool. And it looks like he has two little things on top where you can put missiles. As you probably know by now, me and little brother can never find the missiles, so we never show them in the videos. But here's Red Robin. And Red Robin, I think, I could be wrong. I think it's the third Robin, Tim Drake, when he's all grown up. Let me know if I'm wrong, but I think it's true. anyway, he has a little bird symbol on his chest and a black cape, and
also a bird symbol on this.
Yeah, and it's sort of a cool updated version of the Robin costume, but it's when he grows up and becomes his own superhero. What's next, little guy?
Next one? Also, I actually forgot her name.
Vixen. Her name is Vixen. And what's super cool about Vixen is she can turn into any animal. Well, maybe not turn into any animal, but she can use the power of any animal to fight supervillains. And in this case, she has this bird, sort of an eagle, which you can put on her back to act as if she's getting the power of an eagle. And I like her.
Also, this eagle goes thinking on her arm.
Oh, look at that. See, I didn't even know that. The eagle can go on her arm and maybe be a super pet to help her. Well, this Vixen is really cool. You can see that she has her necklace on. I like her haircut. They really sculpted her hair beautifully. And she looks very different than a lot of the other heroes. So I really like her. Who's next?
Our next one is Robin, and I actually don't know this Robin's name.
It's Nightwing. It's when Robin grows up, becomes Nightwing. Robin grows up and decides he doesn't want to work with Batman anymore. He's going to be his own superhero. So Dick Grayson, who's Robin, becomes Nightwing. Now this is him in his black and red outfit. There's also a black and blue outfit that you might see later on. Or maybe we showed it to you already. Can't quite remember. Anyway, this Robin, or this Nightwing, very cool. Cool haircut. Definitely worthy of a superhero. Very nice. Who's next?
Our next one is the blue Nightwing.
Yeah, there he is.
But something weird about this Nightwing is that the one Nightwing here has a bigger symbol on the middle.
Yeah, so it looks like he has a couple different costumes.
Nightwing.
Yeah, this one has a blue bird and a yellow belt that is similar. Let's see what they look like when they're next to each other. You can see the differences. Yeah.
Also, this one's a little bit taller.
Oh, look at that. So they're similar, but different enough. We're happy to have both of them. Thanks, Imaginext. Who's next?
Our next one is Cyborg.
Okay, Cyborg. This is a second Cyborg we're showing you. We showed you one in our last video. That one had a blaster hand. This is him with his regular hand. And I think the rest of it is pretty much the same sculpt. He has his robot side, his regular side, and he has two hands. He's super shiny. He has this little C on his chest. Some people don't realize that that's a C, but that's sort of his, like, the way Batman has a bat and Superman has an S. Cyborg has a little C on his chest. And there it is. Who's next?
Our next one is Batman's dog, and
his name is Ace the Bat Hound. He came with the Batman figure, but Ace is cool just on his own. He has a teeny tiny little cape, or wings maybe, I guess you'd call it. And you can see he's wearing a helmet to protect his head just in case. And he's wearing a bat symbol. But you know what? Look at that bat symbol. What's wrong with it? Can you see a little?
It's upside down.
It is upside down. And you know what? I think that's just a mistake in the toy factory. I don't think it's supposed to be like that. Unless he wears an upside down bat symbol. Let us know. Let us know. Does Ace the Bat Hound wear an upside down bat signal? I don't know. Who's next?
Our next one is Wonder Woman. In the first video, Wonder Woman had the blue boots, but in this video, she has red boots.
That's right. And she has gold or yellow in place of the silver that we saw in the last video. She comes with a lasso as well. And of course, her magic bracelets, her magic lasso. And this is like the classic Wonder Woman, the Wonder Woman that everyone thinks of when they hear that name. I love her. She's so good. Okay, who's next?
Next one is Red Tornado.
There's Red Tornado. Super cool. This is different than the last Red Tornado. It's a different sculpt. And he doesn't have the lining on his cape. I don't remember if this is the first or the second one. I think it might be the first one. But Red Tornado, he's a great hero. Like I said in the last video, he's a robot or an android. He's not actually human. There's nobody inside there. He's just all pieces and parts in there. And in fact, he helps the Young Justice group on the Young Justice cartoon. Who's next?
Our next one is the Snow Batman.
Snow Batman. What does Batman wear when he fights Mr. Freeze or the Penguin?
Snow.
Maybe his snow outfit. Who knows? He's rich enough, he can afford an outfit for every occasion. He has a super cool, what is it called, a snowboard? Yeah, for snowboarding. That comes off, of course. And you can see he's wearing his snow gear. He has a light blue cape and a white and light blue outfit. Sort of like a helmet with goggles on. Look, he's smiling. Batman must be having fun in the snow because he is smiling. A smiling Batman. Not something you often see. Who's next?
Next one is Superman with kryptonite chains.
Yeah, red kryptonite. Red kryptonite chains. Look at that. Superman has red kryptonite chains on. They come off, of course. There they are. Red kryptonite does different things to Superman. Green kryptonite kills him. Red kryptonite, I can't quite remember what it does. Comment down below. What does red kryptonite do? How does it affect the Man of Steel? Let's see. But here's Superman, and he has his red cape. He has his red S. His hair is a little bit more slick. I think this is supposed to be the movie version of Superman, where he's played by Henry Cavill, the one from the Man of Steel movie. I like this figure. Not quite as much as the one who looks like the Super Friends version, but I still like him. Who's next, little brother?
Speaking of Man of Steel, here he is.
Here he is, Steel. John Henry Irons becomes Steel. And you'll see him in the Reign of the Supermen movie that comes out on DVD soon. It might actually be out by the time you see this video. We'll see. But John Henry Irons, he's a steel worker. He has this great hammer, his red cape, his silver S, and there's a man under there. He's not a robot, even though he looks like it. He made this whole suit himself when Metropolis needed someone to protect them after they thought Superman had died. So, John Henry Irons as Steel. Very cool.
Our next one is, he kind of looks like Red Tornado, but he's not Red Tornado.
He's not. He's Mr. Miracle. Mr. Miracle from Apocalypse. And his name is Scott Free. And if I remember correctly, he was adopted by Darkseid as Darkseid's adopted son from the New Gods comics. And Mr. Miracle is a magician. The man underneath, I think I said already, his name is Scott Free. But I love Mr. Miracle's colors. They did a great job with all of his sculpting on his chest and stuff. Hopefully they make his wife Big Barda. She's a really cool one. I'd love to see her in Imaginext form. Who's next?
The next one is a new Robin.
Yeah, this is regular Robin. Now, what's odd about this, and I'm not sure quite why Imaginext did this is the first Robin they ever made, and no cape. He doesn't have a cape, and I don't know why. He's holding this, it's sort of like a machete or a knife or something. I don't remember if that actually came with him or not. Did it, little brother?
I think it did.
It may have, it may not have. So your Robin may not have come with it. I think ours came in a big Batcave playset. But this is Robin's third outfit that he had in the comic books. Originally, it was Tim Drake who wore this outfit, but he had a black and yellow cape. So that's Robin.
Next one, I have
Green Arrow. Wow, little brother's having a forgetful day today. That's okay. He's more of a Marvel fan. I'm a DC guy. But this is Green Arrow. Oliver Queen plays Green Arrow. And this sort of looks like the one from the TV show on the CW. I don't know if you guys are allowed to watch that. It might be a little too old for you. But he's super cool. He has his hood. He has his quiver in the back that holds his arrows. This guy is really awesome. In fact, let us know. Are you more of a Marvel fan or a DC fan? Little brother's a Marvel fan, right?
Yes.
The daddy is a DC fan. That's okay. We both love all of them. Little brother still likes DC and I still like Marvel. Let us know what you are. Who's next, little brother?
Our next one is Commissioner Gordon.
Commissioner Gordon. Now this is cool because he's a DC hero and he doesn't have a cape or anything.
Because he's a policeman.
He's a police officer. That's right. He's the chief of police, the commissioner. It's nice to see Imaginext making supporting characters from the Batman stories. Commissioner Gordon has his trademark mustache and his big glasses. And yeah, there he is, Commissioner Gordon. was really happy when I found this one. Who's next?
Our next one is Batman with a bat glider.
Batman with a bat glider. Now I think, if I remember correctly, this bat glider came with the Batcave, didn't it, little brother?
Yeah.
Yes, but I don't think this Batman did. I think this Batman came with something else. I think he's meant to look like the Ben Affleck Batman from the Justice League and Batman v Superman movie that came out a few years ago. But I like this guy. As always, he's smiling because he's from Imaginext. All Imaginext characters smile, or a lot of them anyway.
Definitely Joker.
Definitely Joker. And you can see the armor on his chest, which I think is really cool. He's wearing these stubby little boots, actually, I'm not sure why. And his cape. I like this guy. Who's next?
Our next one is Superman, and he came with the Doomsday that you saw him in the villain video.
That's right. So this is Superman who came with Doomsday. You can see he actually has red eyes for heat vision, and he has scratches on his outfit for when Doomsday tore Superman's outfit. This is a good variant. I like when they do variants instead of including the exact same figure. This actually is the same figure, but it's a different paint job, and that's good enough for me.
Our next one is Batman, and I actually forgot what he came with.
I forgot too. If anyone knows what this Batman came with, let us know. It might have been the Batcopter or the Batboat.
Batcopter one we already showed.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm not sure which one this comes with, but this comes with something. Let us know. What did this Batman come with? Anyway, he's wearing a helmet, so it had to be something protective that he would need protection from. He has a blue cape, black outfit, orange visor. Let us know.
Our next one is
Shazam.
Shazam, and he came with this tiger.
That's right. So Shazam, very cool. Billy Batson turns into Shazam by yelling. What does he yell? Do you remember?
Shazam?
Shazam, that's right. Well, Shazam's cape comes off. And you can see he's very cool. And his cape, this is sort of the newer Shazam because he has a hood on. The old Shazam just had a cape. But I like this guy. And then here's his friend, who I believe his name is Tawny, if I'm not mistaken. Little brother, show them what Tawny does.
So when you press this red button, this is what it can do.
Oh, he can Tawky.
And when you press this button, it would shoot something out.
That's right.
In the legs.
So that's pretty cool. So Tawny, I can talk because I'm Tawny. Ha 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 ha. And this guy's cool. He has multiple points of articulation. His tail rotates. All four of his legs move, which is nice. And yeah, he has a cool action feature. Okay, who's next, little brother?
Our next one is the Batman that came with the Bat Dog.
He came with Ace the Bat Hound. And I'm not sure what this weapon is that he came with.
It's probably not a weapon, it's probably like a dog leash or something.
And maybe it is a dog leash. That's funny. Maybe it's a weed whacker. Who knows? Anyway, he came with this cool looking weapon. I don't know, is it cool or is it silly looking? I'm not sure. We may not even be holding it correctly. Maybe he holds it like this. Oh, this is how you can cut down trees. I'm cutting down trees today. Anyway, he's wearing all sorts of armor, as you can see. Totally different sculpt, very unique, super cool. This Batman is not quite smiling like some of the other Imaginext Batmans. That's okay. You don't have to be happy all the time, Batman. Okay. Who's next?
Our last two. One of them is a Batman.
That's right. Do you remember Batman's name when he's not Batman?
Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne, that's right. So there's Bruce Wayne. This is what Batman looks like without his mask on. Do not tell anyone that that's Bruce Wayne under there. It's just between us and you. Got that? Okay. Anyway, so here he is. He comes with this cool weapon. He has a similar body to the one that I showed earlier today with all the sculpting on it. And Bruce Wayne looks very skeptical of something. He has one eyebrow raised, it looks like. But I like when they make secret identity figures. I'm hoping they make Clark Kent or Alfred the Butler or Diana Prince or somebody else. Okay, we have a last one,
last
brother?
but not least is another Batman. In this one, the claw came with the Batcave, and the part of the claw where you grab things, it kind of looks like Batman's
Batarang?
No, No, it kind of looks like Batman's symbol.
Oh, it does. It does look like Batman's symbol. Look at that. So yeah, so he comes with this weapon, and obviously you can take it out. And another variation on Batman. It looks like some slightly different sculpting. He has some blue, black, yellow. A great way to end Little Brother's Imaginext superhero videos. So that's it. So now if you've watched all 3 of the videos, if you like what you saw, please subscribe, please click like, please write your comments down below. We'd love to hear from you, hear your thoughts, and help answer some of the questions that we had, because we know a lot about these things, but sometimes we forget some of the information. Maybe you can help us out. Anyway, once again, I'm the daddy.
I'm the brother.
And don't forget to enjoy your toys. All right, see you next time, everyone. Bye.